she had talked about this inability to engage in actual intercourse, and you followed up in questions.
I did.
Is that correct?
Yes.
She had said, you can look at my medical records that have these medical conditions, correct?
Yes.
And are you aware that she in fact had medical conditions concerning sex and things that addressed such?
No.
Defense attorney, we don't care about her uterus. I'm sorry, prolapsed uterus. I'm just guessing. I don't know what this woman's problem were, but I'm guessing, if you are a former adult star, maybe you put more than the Kelly Blue Book value miles on your, Honda Odyssey edition. That is why you go in for routine oil checks. But anyone who's been in middle school or watched any of those very cringy abstinence first things will tell you there are other smexy things you can do that are not, full-on smex. Although sitting in a conference room with a bunch of other Christians talking to, or having some middle-aged person talk about like heavy petting, it almost made me asexual for a little bit. I cured myself 6 children later. Let's get back onto this as I'm tangenting.
Did you take any follow-up steps to substantiate that she in fact had seen a doctor for a variety of different reasons?
At the time, it wasn't relevant. Her medical history and the fact of whether she could be intimate with her partner, it was more of things that were being discussed during an interview to clear up the confusion over the relationship. Since that point, we were very unclear on her relationship with individuals in her life. So at that point, her diagnosis, if she had intimacy issues, it just wasn't something that was relevant to the investigation.
At that point in time?
Correct.
And obviously these investigations they're not necessarily static, they're ongoing, correct?
Yes, very much so.
They're dynamic.
Yes.
How many officers did you get to hunt down the status of her hoo-ha? Never did I think I'd see a defense use the hoo-ha defense. Were you aware she was out of commission? She had a headache.
Deviere had been interviewed on 8/7, correct?
Yes.
And again, fair to say that both you and Detective Ozawa were kind of having a difficulty understanding this relationship dynamic between the parties.
Absolutely.
Fair to say that Devin's statements weren't necessarily helpful at times.
You could say that, yes.
Fair to say that Deviere's explanations of things were not necessarily helpful at times.
Correct.